Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to take a look at Matthew chapter 10. Before we jump in, though, let me name something up front. Up to this point, Jesus has been teaching, healing, and drawing people in. Matthew 10 is a little different. This is the chapter where the tone sharpens and the expectations get pretty real. Let's look at Matthew chapter 10 together. Jesus gathers his 12 closest followers and sends them out. Not to observe, not to study, but rather to go, to speak, to heal, and to represent him. He doesn't let them just sit on the sidelines. He actually puts them into practice right away. And then he gives them some instructions that feel a little risky. Essentially, take nothing with you. Rely on hospitality of those around you, and, to be honest, expect rejection. It's not exactly the way to build a movement, except that's what God does. He doesn't sugarcoat things at all. He tells them they'll be misunderstood, they'll be opposed, many of them will be betrayed, and ultimately, most of them are going to die a martyr's death. And oftentimes, some of this betrayal and opposition comes from the people closest to them. It's a pretty unsettling idea, especially if you've grown up with a softer version of faith that promises comfort and certainty. This is the problem we have in a lot of our understanding of faith today. We have turned Jesus into something soft and squishy, like a stuffed animal. But Jesus makes it pretty clear. Following him is not about safety nor social approval. It's about loyalty, trust, and courage. He says things like, "Do not be afraid of those who can kill the body but not the soul." And then, almost in the exact same breath, he talks about God noticing sparrows and counting hairs on your head. That tension really matters. Jesus doesn't deny danger, but he denies that fear should have the final word. Then he says something that still makes people uncomfortable to this day. He says, "Whoever wants to follow him must put him above every other allegiance, even family, reputation, and your own security." That's not a recruitment pitch that would work in most of our circles today, but it's honesty, raw, real, and unaltered honesty. Matthew 10 isn't about emotional manipulation or even blind obedience. It's about clarity. Jesus wants people to know what they're stepping into. So here's the real life moment that we can probably connect with in our own circles. Most of us are comfortable with our faith as long as it stays private and low cost. Put faith in a box and we'll pull it out when it's comfortable. But this chapter asks, what happens when conviction moves into public life? When values clash, when silence feels safer than honesty? It forces us to ask a question we don't like. What are we willing to risk for what we say we believe? That's it for today. Be well, friends.